Hey everybody, Wiisdom here. Time for a August 2016 channel update. I want to preface this by saying it's 4 in the morning, 4:16 exactly. That said, let's get going here. This is a two-part deal. The most exciting thing I've listed first, Animal Crossing New Leaf is getting an update. You'll be able to tap amiibo in and scan amiibo cards. You'll need the NFC reader if you got an old school 3DS like me. That is a huge unexpected thing. Animal Crossing amiibo cards, the prices dropped recently. They've been on clearance. I got about 15 unboxings total. I bought 4 more packs today. Do you want to see me go for the full set? Do you even enjoy seeing the pack opening videos? They seem to go over fairly well, but I'm just looking for a little more feedback. The bad news, if you hate them, I got more coming. But that said, an Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. My plan with this is to live stream and then export to YouTube. I recorded December the other day. You'll be seeing those videos soon. I'll progress on January to October to complete it. We'll do some other fun things. Let me know what villagers you want to see in which months. I've got the complete set minus Summer Isabel. What am I currently listening to? 7 Mary 3, Stained Collective Soul, and here before too long, as I start to feel the fall rush with football and everything, I'm probably going to be queuing up the Gin Blossoms. Personally, I find that they're best listened to in the spring and fall in particular. That said, what am I currently playing? Minecraft all the time. Minelogix and Wiisdom plays. Stardew Valley, my 2016 game of the year. Wii Fit U, Amiibo Festival, Yoshi's Woolly World, and of course, Skylanders SuperChargers. More on some of this stuff here coming up. This is always awkward. I just made all these slides 20 seconds, so, you know. I haven't really had a lot of time for the 3DS here lately. Stardew Valley broke my New Leaf habit. I'd played that game daily since I got it on launch day. Not ashamed to admit it. Stardew Valley broke the habit. I'm really wanting to get back to some Professor Layton games. And then, of course, personal pleasure, Forza Horizons 2. What am I currently eating? Well, not right now, although I did do a video recently with a mouthful of peanuts. I'm not sure which one. If you know, comment down below. But Planters Honey Roasted Peanuts. Frickin' A, those things are amazing. Hadn't had them in a long time. I love them. And my sister today found these Fudge Stripe birthday cookies. Literally taste just like cake. What am I currently watching? The Minelogix Late Night crew members, TWK, Ominix, and Celsia. Season 25 of Minecraft UHC. Really wish Nebris was in it. And then Hermit Wars. I was kind of on the fence about it. It's actually really cool what they did there. And I watched Brett Favre's Hall of Fame induction tonight. Preseason kicks off tomorrow. Now, a lot of you have been wanting to see Battlecast. Well, good news. Twitter quit working on my iPad. I had the best version of Twitter that didn't suck. It was when it was still chronological. I made the horrible mistake of updating to iOS 9 to fix that and play Battlecast. I can play Battlecast, it's a pain to record it, but I can no longer play Lost Islands and Battlegrounds. That really sucks. I'm an Android person, but I do have an iPad and iPod. Personal note, I've never had a positive experience updating anything Apple ever. Please don't hate me, Apple people. Again, I do have them, the iPad and the iPod, but personally, horrible experiences, and they continue to abound. With updates, anyway. I'm not big on mobile games. I'm just really not. I've recently discovered, though, that my phone, which is a Galaxy S7, it's an amazing. The advances since the S3 are mind-boggling. But that said, I still maintain my original position. Battlecast is perfect for PC. Live streams. I tried to live stream Yoshi's Woolly World earlier this week, and it looked like yarn. Literally, the stream looked like yarn. Funny thing, 2 days prior, I'd streamed like the 2.5-hour epic that is one round of Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, and it was fine. It's my internet. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Yoshi's Woolly World. I love this game. It's not part of the content creator program, which means I can upload it. I don't get anything. I don't care. It's a great game, but it's always dropping frames. That results in a deal where you see me throw a yarn ball and get a stamp, and then 5 seconds later you hear me talk about doing what you just saw. Does that bother you? Is it not an issue? Do you want to continue to see it? Let me know. I've got 1-2 and an amiibo scan to upload already. Wii Fit U Runs, I've recently released the final island lap one. I've got the long routes done. Little known feature, not only do the seasons change, but so do time of day. I've had some people request cycling. Anything else you want to see there? Speaking of Nintendo, I've got a new Nintendo, well, not new. It goes back to Wiisdom, my name, one of Wiisdom. It's Wii, not Wisdom, but Wiisdom. So that'll be out pretty soon, I'm hoping. And then I was just wondering, depending on the Yoshi's Woolly World thing, does anyone want to see Captain Toad, maybe? Let me know. Stardew Valley. As mentioned, this is like my 2016 game of the year. I don't care what anyone says about it. I love it. It's amazing. I don't care that it doesn't get views. I'm going to continue to play it and upload it and have the time of my life doing it. But I don't know why people don't watch it. Watch it. You'll like it. Everyone I've told that to has confirmed it. I've also got a new PC playthrough planned, not because it's anything. Well, I have tons I want to do. But this was something that a developer actually sent me. And I have no prior experience with the game or the developer or anything. But we're going to give it a go. And if it sucks, I'll tell you. If I love it, I'll tell you. If it's pretty good, I'll let you know. Wiisdom plays Minecraft, my solo. It's kind of replaced Xbox One solo survival. It's PC based. How are you liking it? If you're following along, what would you like to see me do next? Explore the abandoned mine shaft we found below the RV that we built. It's technically a van. Continue work on the Lost Woods and the Deku Tree. Do Sleepy Harbor stuff. Is there anything past that you want to see? Do you want to see like pterodactyls in the sky? Do you want to see like a giant castle built? Of course, I've got tons of ideas, but I'm just curious if anyone else has anything they kind of want to throw out there. And if possible, I might try to make it happen. Also, today, TWK and I were talking, and he suggested that instead of like having it written in the video description, comment with hashtag van down by the river, etc., I just randomly put it on the screen, in white font or something in the video. Don't announce it. It's just there. You find it or you don't. I might do it. What is that about? It's about the Scholars of Wiisdom. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. If you want to be a Scholar of Wiisdom, leave a comment that says, I'm a Scholar of Wiisdom. Tell me your favorite thing to watch on the channel. And then if you want to, tell me either what brought you to the channel or when you started watching. So if it was SSA 2011, if you came for Skylanders, but you like Minecraft, etc. Basically what I do is your comments build the Wall of Wiisdom in my Wiisdom Play series. Many of my episodes, every Stardew Valley one, by the way, have bonus brick opportunities. Those have kind of been touched on. If you want more information, I'll have a link down below. It's a pretty cool idea and concept, and I think it's going well. Minelogix Season 2, Our World is coming along nicely. What are your thoughts thus far? Do you want to see me do more solo videos from the Minelogix server? Do you prefer the groups? Pranks, whatever. If you got any ideas or things in your mind, feel free to throw them out there. Speaking of which, it wouldn't be as fun. This would be another solo world if it wasn't for people like TWK, Ominex, and Celsius. We've got other people on. We've added a couple new members recently, but those are the three most active ones. And for Ominex, it's not a late night. It's usually like a normal time in Australia, but hey, it counts. That said, personally, I would love to see the following new members, and you can apply Minelogix.net. I've wanted someone British. I've reached out to people, never hear back. My messages are probably filters as spam, and I would like to have, more chicks on the server that are, able to record and interact and everything. I know there's a ton of girls that play Minecraft, but I don't know where and who they are. Skylanders Imaginators, yes, I do know about all the leaks and the stuff, but it is my stance that I follow, what the company itself and the PR people I've spoken with would prefer, and that is not to cover that. They don't intend for a British toy manufacturer to crank out mistakes, months in advance and blow their surprise. So out of respect for them, I do that. I know we're on a new slide now, but Skylanders SuperChargers, you should have seen Astro Blast introduction here. I've mainly held off on that. If I would have cranked it all out, we would have had like a lull with nothing. And so I feel like this is paced a little better. Nintendo Content Creators Program. I've complained about this before. I like it. I hate it. I don't know what to make of it. I basically upload a video, submit it for verification, then Nintendo cha-ching gets copyright claims on me after I submit them. Then they're verified, which means I should be able to release them and we share revenue. But then I get these random emails and they'll release claims on like 2 videos out of like 8 that I just uploaded and they verified. It makes no sense to me, and can anyone explain it? As wonky as it is, I don't care. I grew up with Nintendo. I want to play and upload the games. What I've made on it so far, you could throw $1 through the screen and it would still be more, even though it's been months since I first said that. I had to stop uploading their games when their claims, copyright claims, started interfering with my other uploads. For example, I would upload 4 parts of Mario Kart 8, and then when I upload a Skylander unboxing YouTube, my account looks suspicious. I have to prove that I can film on my pool table. I make virtually nothing on the videos. I do this for fun. If I can upload the videos without screwing up everything else, I'll do it. And currently with the program, whether they share revenue with me or I get gypped out of it or not, I can at least upload them and it doesn't screw up Minecraft and Skylanders. #fanboy. You can leave now. The rest of this is more of a real talk / mini rant on the state of YouTube and my future plans. Literally, the channel update is complete. If you're bored or you're listening to this in the background, you can click away, go queue up some gin blossoms. You'll probably have a better time. However, speaking of, YouTube ad revenue has been gradually declining for about 3 years now. Lots and lots of people are talking about it. More so, people are going to Twitch. They're setting up Patreon. I had to look up how to spell that, actually. Or they're taking donations. That, to me, has always kind of been, fishy. You feel bad doing that. Making YouTube videos is not hard work. I get sick of people saying it is. Anyone who says that is what I call a pansy. Send them my way and I'll expose them to a real-world job that requires physical labor. Yes, it exists. They'll be ready to leave by lunch, if not sooner. Trust me. That said, making YouTube videos is very time consuming. Again, that is not hard. It's just time consuming. I've always done this for fun. A lot of people don't, but for me, that's what it is. Extra cash from the hobby was reinvested in duplicate Skylanders for quote-unquote the other path. Similar things like that. Or put towards better equipment to hopefully produce better videos. I now have a good mic. The headset's amazing. I built a computer. The iPad, all kinds of stuff. Whether the videos got better or not, I don't know, but that was the intent. I realize now how bad my $10 headset was. But currently, the time I spend creating content is totally impractical. I could have a third job at minimum wage and dwarf a year's earning in a few weekends. You can't really talk about specific earnings, I don't think, through YouTube or anything. But I could bumvertise, for a weekend, the stores that go out of business and you put a billboard on yourself at an intersection. Yeah, I'm totally serious about that. Again, luckily for me, this is a hobby and something I do for fun. If you don't know why I started this, my nephew and I would play Mario Kart Wii every night online. Every race was awesome, and we said, man, we wish we would have recorded that. That's literally how I got started. However, I have other interests as well, and I'd really like a Viper, a Dodge Viper, an SR, and I'm totally serious here. If you've watched me for a long time, I don't talk about it all the time, but cars are my other big hobby. Why a Viper? It's just a pipe dream for me. Some people want to go to Ireland or travel the world or go to Paris. I want a Viper. I've also given up a ton of sleep. Again, it's 4:29 right now. To have a steady stream of content here on YouTube. Sometimes I'm not sure how I get through a day, and I sincerely mean that because I'm so flippin' tired. On the bright side, just like right now 4:30, my internet speed is way better at nights. We've touched on that with my streams. However, the way things currently stand with a completely disproportionate time invested to earnings scaled, you would honestly be a fool to continue doing this the way I've done it the past 5 years. Again, I never expected my channel to take off. I was just derping around. Skylanders looked cool, Wii Fit's fun, and the rest is history. And no, this isn't about money. When I use the term earnings, that equates to me for something along the lines of support by way of subscriber count, comments, and everything that comes along with a loyal audience, particularly like, hey, I can't figure out this level in Skylanders. Who should I watch? Oh, one of Wiisdom. That to me is payout right there, the compliment and the notoriety, if you will. I feel like I've carved out and maintained a niche audience with my content and style of delivery. Some people hate it. I'm too bland. I'm too boring. I'm too detail-based. Others love it, and that's what it's all about. I don't change for people, and for that, I thank you. However, YouTube has changed a lot. When I started, videos were uploaded on a level playing field. Short of something immensely popular, if you put out good content, you could build a following. You would have to basically have been there. I mean, it's changed so very much, and I don't think for the better. Partnerships used to be much more difficult to acquire, especially for gaming. Now they're a dime a dozen, literally. There's probably more people partnered than there are not. And the sad thing is that those partnerships kill channels like me. You got somebody that's grassroots, still trying to grow. Generally, when you hit 10 to 20, that's when you're 1,000, that's when your channel kind of takes off. But do you know how discouraging it is to have a playlist of 70 plus videos you created and see partner channels taking up what should be slots for your part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Well, I'll tell you, it sucks. I see it all the time in my videos. People that are partnered say it's not an issue. It is. I can take thumbnails and prove it. The more successful your video is, and this goes for anyone starting up on YouTube, the more likely a partner channel is to cross-promote into your realm. So if you come up with some cool redstone deal in Minecraft no one's done, boom, some partner channel is going to promote over it. It's guaranteed. The better you do, the more victim to that you will fall. Many of these channels are managed. I mean, literally to the point where the actual person that you watch really doesn't do much on the back end, and they're loaded down with annotations to have you subscribe or be directed to their channel, or basically just get away from the little grassroots guy or girl that's trying to have some fun on the internet machine. The amount of clickbait titles, and especially thumbnails, is absolutely disgusting. If you know it with me, I'm a pretty straightforward dude. In my opinion, and I've held this back for a long time, but the people have no dignity, and they're basically sellouts. When you manipulate yourself through computer-generated effects or makeup or something, I start to lose respect for folks. Big channels move to what is new, hot, and trending, not what they genuinely like. Why do I upload Stardew Valley that hardly anyone watches? Because I love it. They're fabricated, and actually Stardew Valley is very popular, but they're fabricated, fictitious, and for some reason people love it. You go to the clickbait, and I don't know why. I refuse to lower myself to that standard. I could pull the typical pansy move and title this, "I'm quitting YouTube," and I'd have, I don't even know how many views, and I've seen a lot of people do that recently. And on one hand, it's unfortunate, but on the other, you kind of can't blame them. They're probably at a point of desperation. And then, of course, you move on in that video, and you find out that the person's not quitting YouTube. You basically just clicked it, and that person, is like feeling bad, and so you're nice, and you watch their video, and you feel obligated to leave a like or maybe donate to the person, and it's just a vicious cycle. This is an August 2016 channel update right there. See, I knew my next slide. It's clear, concise, and tells you exactly what the video is about. If I'm going to unbox Astro Blast, the video title will be Unboxing Astro Blast, and I might, believe it or not, include the game that he's from. There's nothing else needed in the title, really. Weird, right? It's so simple. I'm not one to plaster my face. This is why I don't do my face. The focus is not me. This isn't my comedy channel. This is about games. I have and will continue to focus on the games I actually play. I know of plenty of games I could upload right now that would obliterate everything else I'm currently uploading, but I don't like them, so I wouldn't want to upload them. I'm going to continue to play the games I like, not what I know would get more views. That said, you don't even want to know my short list for uploads. I've got like 80s and early 90s Nintendo titles and PC games and stuff most of you have never heard of and wouldn't want to watch. But the simple fact is, I'm investing time to this as if I was some guy with 2 million subs stocking my Hollywood mansion with exotic cars. Instead, just like as today, I'm stocking Animal Crossing amiibo cards that are currently on clearance for $3.97 at the local GameStop. #honesty. It's going to be a very hard habit for me to kick. I've been screwed over since college in terms of like never sleeping correctly. But now, instead of like studying and, cranking out 16-page reports, into the wee hours of the morning, I'm just up playing Skylanders or Minecraft. But it's something I'm going to try to do. It's very unlikely, as things currently stand with YouTube anyway, that I'd ever save enough on the side to finance the Viper of my dreams. Which, it could happen. Something could go viral. Things could change. Again, generally when people are between 10 and 20, their channel takes off. In all honesty, I'd be lucky to generate enough to pick up a few spare Imaginator crystals, thinking ahead. The Dusk Shadow Xbox One controller, which is the frickin' most beautiful thing I've seen. I like it better than probably what I could custom create, or an early 90s DOS game collection. That is a hint, not to buy me a Dusk Shadow, but of playthroughs that might be coming. I plan to continue on at relatively the same pace, but if I can't have daily videos or 2 times a day as I do now, I'm not going to worry about it. If I go out of town this weekend and then get home, and instead of, cranking out a video, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go change my oil. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be a little change for myself. I'm going to do that and not be as concerned about needing to get Stardew Valley up. No offense to Stardew Valley. But seriously, why don't more people watch that game? The game is so good. I'm telling you, get in on it now, even if you just watch videos and learn about it, before it comes to consoles, which it will very soon do. That game is fantastic. Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, you people, I'm talking to you. I'm still going to play Skylanders. I still want to churn out as many Nintendo videos from my childhood as possible. I actually wanted to do a series with my sister where we played ice hockey. More on that later. That was like a tradition with us. And I'm definitely going to keep pushing Minelogix SMP and the SkylanderClub.com forum and Wii Fit and all the other things I've become known for. Again, I made the Skylander Club forum for you. I can post my thoughts on my website, but I built that for the community. I want people to enjoy it, right? But I would also like to have more free time for cars and looking at clouds. I used to take a ton of pictures of clouds. I don't care what anyone thinks. And cars, and maybe golfing again, or at least going to the driving range. That was always super fun. And cars, and maybe reading some more, and all that jazz. I used to spend hours just like combing, like song meanings and stuff. I can also pick up more hours at my real job, which will go along much farther towards helping me get closer to a Viper. Doing more around the house, and maybe not being as chinchy at the grocery store. Again, prices are ridiculous. I tend to, the peanuts, for example, if they're not on sale, I don't buy them. That's how I do. My Viper might be the equivalent to your new laptop, a trip to Europe, a four-wheeler, a boat, a new house, some spa thingy that chicks do. I don't know about. Everyone has dreams, and I've always been of the mindset that you should go for them. I stand very firm in that belief. That's kind of why I continue to do this channel. I'm not changing much, and this is something I currently enjoy too much to abandon. Very, very true there. Again, I'm here much in part for my nephew. I thank you for your support and viewership over the years, and hope that you will continue to stick with me and help the channel grow. Again, I'm really hoping that 10 to 20 thing kind of gets the ball rolling. In the meantime, I aim to branch out a bit and dedicate a little bit more of my time to non-YouTube endeavors. Even just believe this, casually playing a game without feeling the need to record it. Like Pac-Man's Ghostly Adventure. I mean, there's so many games that I've not played, and I'm like, I should probably record that. It's kind of like you're captive to your own interests. But in summary here, at least like the back half that's boring and not as cool as the front half where we talk about games, stay true to yourself, make each day counts, and have fun while you can. There was also some really important point I've been thinking of this whole time, and I've forgotten now. That said, Wiisdom.com, again, let me know your thoughts on all that, particularly the first half, but just getting some things off my chest here, and it's 4:40 in the morning, great time, in my opinion, and hope I didn't bore anybody, or, something like that. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Alright, it is 5:05 in the morning, and I remembered my point that I forgot that I've remembered. And I'm really happy. And what it was, I mentioned several times, generally, for most channels, at least the ones I've monitored, that I would watch and be like, man, that person should have way more subscribers than that. Somewhere between 10 and 20,000. That's when something magic happens, and it's just there's enough people that are aware of it that they tell their friends and they tell their friends, and the channel begins to grow very quickly. Ideally, that is what I would love to have, but here recently, and a lot of people still don't know this is a thing, they're just like, man, people hate me, but YouTube had another purge, and it came at a very sad time for me, because I was literally knocking on the door of 9,000, which is of course way closer to the magic possible window of awesomeness of 10 to 20. And YouTube decides to yank like 468 subscribers from me. And I've slowly been rebuilding, but it's one of those things, like, you set yourself up and you've achieved that, and then it's just like taken away. It's not like two people are like, I don't like the games. I'm all about Call of Duty now, or CSGO. Don't want to be subscribed to that loser that does Nintendo and stuff like that. And that really sucks when you lose, and it's proportional to channel size. So if you're, someone with like 20 subscribers, you might lose like 8. That's like devastating. If you're someone, with 200,000, you probably lose, 2 to 5,000. It's a big deal. It's a purge, I guess, like old and inactive accounts, but it came at a really sad time, like I said. But I thought of that as I, was listening to this and putting up some tags for the Skylander video tomorrow or later today. But I wanted to throw that on there because why not at this point in time, right? Once again, thanks so much. Again, I don't want this to be negative, and I'm really more focused on like the first 7 minutes of the video, but I've wanted to say this stuff for a long time, finally just going ahead and doing it. And like I said, maybe, as winter comes around and I can't do as much with the cars, maybe Imaginators, or, maybe the Minecraft videos will, get more of an audience building up or something. And maybe we can grow the channel that way. But stand firm in what I said, and the main thing, whatever you're doing, always make sure you're having fun. Life's too short to do anything other than that. That's kind of the whole secret of it all, if you didn't know, is to be happy and to have fun. But I won't impart any more 5 a.m. ramblings and wisdom on you, if you will. But thank y'all again for watching. I will catch you later, probably for cool stuff like video game content. So look forward to that, and I'll maybe see you back in September.